I had nowhere I wanted to go. So I just wandered. I knew I would see at least some interesting things because, well, this is southern Alberta, and there's lots of interesting things. A grebe on a nest? Love it. Saskatoons just starting to get ripe. Oh, I can't wait for those. There's going to be a bunch. Little midges flying around. And of course, mule deer. No matter where you go in southern Alberta, chances are pretty good you're going to see some mule deer. Then I came across this. Tornado damage. That big tornado that touched down here northeast of Calgary a couple of weeks ago really cut a swath through the countryside. Homes were damaged or in some cases lost. But fortunately, these people have plenty of good neighbors. It wasn't at tornado level, thank God. But the day did start getting pretty windy, so I went to look for someplace a little bit sheltered. Here along a little tributary of Kneehill Creek, I found a bit of shelter. Down in the coulees there was sandfoin blooming. This isn't native, but it sure is pretty. And more out in the open, away from the shelter of the coulee, these little roses that grow close to the ground. This one had a pretty cool green bug in it. I tried to find out what it is, but no luck. Further downstream, a cow wading across the creek, and storm clouds moving in. But I remembered a place where there were a lot of Saskatoons, so I headed there, and purple gold. Love these things, are so tasty. By the time you are watching this, they should be perfect. The wind was blowing so hard that these mule deer bucks took shelter down along a cut bank on the creek. And out in the open, it was just bending the grass almost flat. The canola was starting to bloom, which was kind of pretty, but man, it was hard to photograph whipping in the wind like this. Still nice to see. But as the afternoon wore on and my wandering curve took me kind of southwest, the wind backed off, the pelicans settled in, and the blackbirds, though still getting gusted around, they were hanging in there. Sunflowers are starting to bloom, and the forest fire smoke in the air turned the water on the sloughs kind of coppery. I didn't really intend to do it, but my wandering had taken me in kind of a semicircle. Maybe the Coriolis effect of the rotation of the Earth? I don't know. But now the smoky light of the setting sun was burnishing the water on a canal and lighting up the clouds. A pretty nice end to a day of just wandering.